Welcome to this edition of Greco TV. Today we're going to be going over the how-to section of how to properly apply the Greco Faithful Deck Pad on either your Arc or any other board that you guys might have, which kind of sad you guys don't have the Arc, so you might want to pick one up. Okay, we're going to use the Arc for our example. You're going to see it comes in an 8-piece set. The reason why we cut it up into 8 pieces is because we never know the size of any other board you may have or the width of any other board you have, so you can kind of lay the foundation of these deck pads in any formation that you would like. Sometimes you don't like them as big, sometimes you like them maybe more small, so you don't have to use all 8, but today we're going to show you how to use all 8 on the Arc as our example. So it's going to come with the Greco Surf logos embedded into the diamond grooves, so you'll use this bottom one that says Greco Surf for your template in the back. Today we're using the leash plug, the center fin holes, and our center handle as our center guide, so that we know that we want to stay away from this center part of the surfboard and leave a gap between the two in approximation of what those fin holes are and the leash plug and this center handle. So we're going to lay these 2 pieces down here appropriately, and starting from there I'm going to keep my same formation and move it forward, leaving slight gaps in between each of the 8 pieces. So you have your gap in your center, and you're going to leave a gap in between each of these 2. And again, this is all according to preference, so you don't have to do it this way. If you want to punch them all the way in and make it one single piece, you can do that just the same. But for this demonstration, I'm leaving a gap in between all of them so that I can gain a lot of surface area by spreading them out just a little bit on each one. Now you'll notice that I got 4 pieces down, and we're about to cover that Greco logo, but it's okay because we're going to show you that we actually have some other logos that are going to cover it just the same. You're going to put this piece down here. Now notice that because I left that width, I'm not going over my center handle, and I'm leaving just a little bit of width in between these 2 pads like I had demonstrated. You'll notice that this one is lining just the same way. And as we work our way towards the top, you're going to see that I'm coming to my end in my 8th piece. You have your last Greco piece here, and you're just going to tuck them under the tie downs, and most boards do have tie downs, so you'll probably want to tuck that last one in under the tie down. So this is a typical formation. It's about 8 feet with the spaces, probably 8'6". This is something you'd see on a typical surfboard of the layout. And before I sign off, I'm going to give you guys 2 quick tips. You'll notice that this is that strong 3M adhesive, so make sure that your deck is completely clean before this starts to adhere to your board. You're going to want to take just regular soap water and clean down your board, just even if it's brand new. Give it a quick wash down, let it properly dry, and do it in a nice shaded indoor area. And don't go out right away after you adhere these. So after you adhere them to your clean surface, apply pressure to every point. The points will have the ones that have a tendency that might want to come up. So make sure you're pushing your points down. And even if you have a stack of books that you never read, you could always just throw them on top just to make sure that they're secure to your deck before you take it out. And finally, you'll notice that the tail part of your deck pad might go over, for us, for your soft performance Arc, is that you're going to go over slightly over your fin holes. So make sure you guys make a sketch of where you're going over those fin holes. This is just a regular 5mm EVA foam, so it's real easy to screw through. So make sure you make a sketch of where those holes are at. For me, it's right there. You could take a pin or even the screw and just push down. It'll make a mark, but these things will screw right in through our EVA deck pad. And for those of you guys that don't know how to make these screws go in nice and tight, check out our how-to section on how to properly screw in these fins. But other than that, this is how you would appropriately apply one of our faithful deck pads to the Arc, and will work for most every other board that you guys might have. But you guys are cheating on us, so just get an Arc.